Hey guys, so stuck in traffic, Friday, going home, yeah. So recently, I had to give some advice, and it was to a friend of mine who was in another country, and I basically said to them, at some point, when somebody is hurting your feelings, at some point when somebody is changing or taking away, like slowly leaving your life, at some point you gotta say to yourself, okay, it's time that I decide to heal. It's time that I decide to take my heart back. You can give it again. You can take your heart back and you can give it again. I'm not saying that to shut somebody down, to cut them out. I'm not saying that at all. If they're not talking to you, if they're not communicating with you, if they're slowly leaving your life, the best thing you can do for yourself, the very best thing you can do for your heart, for your being, for who you are, is to take back your heart and start healing. That is literally the best thing you can do for yourself. It's not selfish. If they're slowly leaving your life, if they're not communicating, not talking, they kind of already said their piece by giving you silence, by ignoring the problems or the issues in the present. If they're saying they want to take a break, or they want a big break, or they're saying that they can't do this anymore, or it's too dramatic, or whatever the excuse is. And I talked to a bunch of my friends who are married, husband and wife, and there's times where they don't even want to talk to each other, but it's a small break. It's a very small break. It's not a big break. It's not a big break. Sometimes they go to the opposite ends of their house. Sometimes they go to their hobby rooms, or their safe place, or their place where it's just them until they're ready to talk. And they've been happily married for years. Like, I have friends that are in their 60s plus, and this is the practice that they do. If they have a fight, or if they're upset at each other, or something doesn't go their way, or if something happened at work and they don't want to be upset with the one that they love, they just go to their hobby room and do what makes them feel good until they want to talk about it. But at the end of the day, they want to talk about it. So if somebody is shutting you out, like taking you down, or being mean, or saying that you're bullcrap, or like doing anything of that sort where they're stopping the communication, or they say like you're all about excuses, or it's always your way, or I'm just throwing examples out there. It could be like they just want to yell at you and get you angry. There's no specific examples here, but they're just throwing out like random stuff I'm thinking about. Even at work, if somebody's giving you gruff, giving you a hard time, if somebody is doing things that irritate you, even, like, we all do that to each other. We all are guilty of it. We're not innocent. Let's face it, we're not innocent. There's nobody in this world that is innocent. But if that is the case, sometimes you need a break. But if it gets to the point where they're slowly leaving your life, they're slowly not talking, they're not communicating, which this is the most important thing, is communication. If they're not doing this key thing, something's up, something's wrong. And if they don't want to address it, fix it, or whatever it is, they could be what if let's say they're going through something big. Okay, give them peace, give them a break. But if you don't hear from them, if they're ignoring you over the silliest thing, or they're making up these things in their own mind of what could be going on, not like literally jumping to conclusions without simply asking for clarification, that means that's huge red flags. Huge red flags. I can't put enough exclamation points beyond that. And sometimes people just get caught up in the moment. But if this is the case, if they're doing anything like that, just take back your heart. Get it to heal. You can always give it back to them. Love is very fluid, and I've forgotten that. Love is very, very fluid. So sometimes you need a break. But if it's a big break, then something's serious. And you can always come back from that. But like I tell my friends, if you're having serious troubles and the communication has gone away, if you guys are not talking, that's more than just a big problem. That's a huge problem. Like Godzilla style. And if they're jumping to conclusions, it's big. If they're getting jealous, that's okay. It's a good sign. It says they still care. But if they're stopping talking to you, if they're going silent, that spells the end of the relationship. So either you're able to fix it or you're not. And if someone decides to stop talking, if like in my experience, what I've seen, if a woman decides to stop talking, that's when it's, I hate to say this, guys, but, and the secret's out, everybody knows this, that's when it's over. When a woman decides to stop talking to you, when you are no longer worth her time, that's when it's over. And I've always told my friends, like my friends, my family and whatnot, if it gets to this point and you're not able to communicate anymore, if you're not able to communicate at all, it's okay to take back your heart. It's okay to focus on your being. If she doesn't want to fix the relationship, if she doesn't want the relationship, if she wants nothing to do with you, if she is like literally cutting you off, shutting you out, shutting it down, then to her it's already over. So the best thing you can do for the both of you is to be like, okay, if this is what you want, okay. Don't get upset. Like, try not to. Like, it could just tear you apart. I know it would be. It would just rip me apart. I'd be beside myself. But the best thing you can do, and I've said this to my friends, is to take back your heart, concentrate on healing, focus on what makes you happy. Just like my friends in their marriages, when things get dicey, they focus on something fun that's completely the opposite. They go to their hobby room, they do their hobby. If it's photography, they go out and do something. They might take a holiday even. One of the guys at work recently did this. There was no upset or anything, but you have to give them the chance to miss you. He left for a week to go see his dad, went to England and had a great time, went to Spain with his dad, paid for the trip and everything, like just to take his dad out. He said, don't worry about a Christmas present. If you ain't get one, you might get a card. Like, he's very British. And they had a beautiful time. He came back so happy. It was actually awesome to see it. And you have to give your significant other a chance to miss you. You have to give them a chance to be like, oh, I really need them in my life. This wasn't the case. But when he came back, she was like, I really did miss you. I didn't realize how much you do around here. And he's like, yeah, usually I'm doing this, but I do a lot. And they were joking back and forth and stuff. You got to give them a chance to miss you every now and again. You got to have your hobbies, even if they're separate and sometimes together. It's a lot of things like that. But overall, there's communication, there's loyalty, there is love, there is the memories, everything of that sort. And that's what's most important. So if you're having trouble, if they're like being quiet, if they're cutting you off, cutting you up, if they're saying hurtful or mean things or saying that something's off or anything like that, if you guys can't communicate, can't work it out, sometimes you got to take back your heart and heal. And after all these years of me telling my friends that, me being the coach, I had someone say that to me. And there's a couple days ago they said it to me. They're like, we know you love this person. We know you will do anything for them. They say this to me. But you're literally killing who you are for this person. They may love you, they may not. Who knows? I can't say. This is them speaking to me. But if they're wanting silence, look at all the times you talk to us. Now they're because they've heard me talk to other people before. And think of all the words and encouragement you've given. Now turn your expertise on yourself and what do you want to do. said straight up, I want to take my heart. I was literally like eating crow at this point. I want to take my heart back, heal. I want to get to being, get to loving, get to making people smile like I always do. And I said to them as I was saying it to myself, like literally as if I was talking to myself. You can take your heart back to heal. And it's okay to give it again. Take your heart back, and if they respect you, if they love you, if they truly love you, they will come back into your life and they will want to work things out. They will come back into your life. That's why I'm always saying, keep that door open, keep that window open, keep the ability to communicate open. Because what if that person that you care about, that person that you love, wants to come back into your life and see how you're doing? They want to see how you're feeling, how successful you're being. They just want to check up on you, maybe. Or maybe they realize their mistake and they want you back. Who knows what it is? The possibilities are endless. So any of my friends who are always like, yeah, I'm going to burn that bridge. I'm like, don't do it, dude. Don't do it. Keep that bridge there. You never know when you want to cross back over top of it, or let them cross on over. Keep that door open. Don't be negative. Be positive. Look at the positive that they've been in your life. Look at all the awesome they gave you. All those smiles and laughs and memories. All of it. Look at that. Anything that's negative, get rid of it. Doesn't matter. So, as my friend said to me, take back your heart, heal it, and if you want to, give it back again. You can do that. Love is fluid. And they're saying the same things that I've been saying for years. All of a sudden, somebody's giving me the same advice that I've been given. And I was like, wow. Some pretty daggone good advice there. I'm like, hell yeah, coach. They're all just like, it's funny. So, recently, that's what I've done. And I'm going to concentrate on fixing my house like I have been, working, making people happy, like making a difference. That's what I'm concentrating on. And it sucks. In many ways it sucks, but in other ways it feels good. And I want to clean up my house. I want to get rid of my stuff. It's overwhelming. It's inundating. I look at it and I'm just like I just want it gone. Like a cat. I just want it gone. So I'm focusing the energy, the good, on that. And if that person in your life that you love, that person in your life that you want everything to do with, want to make memories, want to have a family with, everything like that. If they really love you, if they truly love you, they'll be back. They'll open up those lines of communication, and they will keep them open. They will keep talking to you. And if you guys have a fight, like my friends that are married, you will do your thing until you're ready to talk, until you've healed enough. If it was a fight or a disagreement or an upset or anything like that, you will always come back together. And that is what a successful relationship is all about, in my mind. I can't wait till I have one. Where you come together. It's amazing. You have a fight, then you come back together. It's what love is. It's about working out your differences, but always staying together. My grandparents are famous for that. They would always work together. So I'm looking at all this experience around me. I'm like, you guys are right. You guys are absolutely right. So the reason why I made this video to talk about things is, if someone hurts your heart, take the time to fix it. If you need to take back your heart, number 2, take back your heart. You can always give it back. You can. It's love is fluid. And 3, always love the one that's in your life, your one. And that can always change. Like, it could be you one day that you're loving, or it could be your significant other. But you always got to take time. And that goes back to number 2, where you take back your heart, because you can always give it back again. So, love, you have to be able to love yourself and have your, like, you have to love yourself so you can actually love someone else. Those things go together. And everything can be worked out. And it's all about communication. These are the things that I think about. It's what I'm thinking about now. I'm hoping that some of this, little bit of this advice can help somebody. It really can. So, peace, guys. Enjoy your weekend. It's freaking Friday. I gotta work tomorrow, so you better enjoy it for me.